Welcome to Exponential News, your daily dose of what's happening at the edge of the exponential age. We break down the latest in AI, crypto, space, and frontier tech, so you don't miss the signal in the noise.
Okay, let's dive right into our first theme, the massive capital and strategic chess moves happening at the very top of the AI world. And we are kicking things off with a huge number. First up, Anthropic has just skyrocketed to a staggering post-money valuation of $183 billion. Now, this comes from a massive $13 billion Series F round. But get this, their valuation has tripled in just 6 months. I mean, that's just wild. This whole deal shows how fast the big money is consolidating around just a few giants, and it gives Anthropic an incredible war chest to scale up and compete even harder. And while Nvidia totally dominates the chips conversation, it turns out retail investors are betting big on a whole different kind of AI play. We're talking about Palantir, which is really seen as the apps play. It's a really fascinating split in investor strategy. So why does this matter? Well, the stock is up over 400% in the last year, and retail investors just poured $300 million into it. Palantir is basically proving that the AI gold rush isn't just about the hardware. It's also about the companies that are turning AI into real-world money-making tools like right now. In another huge move, OpenAI just made a $1.1 billion all-stock acquisition. Yeah, they've acquired Statsig, which is a super powerful platform for A/B testing and experimentation. Now, this isn't just another deal. It's a massive bet on building products faster. By bringing this capability in-house, OpenAI can now ship, test, and fine-tune its AI apps at, exponential speed. All right, our last story in AI takes us global. We've got a major international team-up between Bosch and Alibaba. This alliance is just a perfect example of a new trend, blending that legendary German engineering with China's absolute dominance in cloud power. It's really creating a new blueprint for cross-border AI-driven transformation. Okay, let's switch gears and move to our next section. Let's see how the wild, innovative world of digital assets is completely rewriting the rules of finance. You gotta see this. The Trump-backed WLFI launched on September 1st and instantly, and I mean instantly, hit a valuation of $7.4 billion. The trading frenzy that followed was so insane it literally caused record congestion on the Ethereum network. Gas fees, the cost of a transaction, they spiked to over 120 gwei. That meant users were paying over $145 just for a simple swap. It's a story that really highlights both the explosive potential of these new projects and, let's be honest, Ethereum's ongoing scaling challenges. Meanwhile, in a big move toward the mainstream, the company we all knew as MicroStrategy has rebranded to just Strategy, and they've now qualified for inclusion in the S&P 500. If they get approved, this would be a huge, huge milestone. It would mark the first Bitcoin-centric firm to ever enter that prestigious index. Speaking of corporate Bitcoin, the Japanese firm Metaplanet now holds an incredible 20,000 Bitcoin, which is worth over $2.1 billion. With their latest purchase, Metaplanet just became the 6th largest corporate Bitcoin holder in the world. They've even surpassed the US mining giant Riot Platforms. This move really cements Japan's place in the global Bitcoin race and shows how the asset is really evolving into a standard for corporate treasuries. So what happens when AI meets crypto? Well, you get Kite, a startup that just raised $18 million from some very big names. What they're doing is building the infrastructure for AI agents to actually conduct transactions on the blockchain using stablecoins. Kite is betting big on this convergence, and it's moving us closer and closer to a true machine-driven economy. And this trend of adoption is just continuing all over the globe. From Obita in Hong Kong, raising over $10 million for stablecoin payments, to InFocus in Australia investing millions in a Bitcoin ETF, we're just seeing more and more traditional firms and well-funded startups building out the financial rails of the future. All right, and for our final section, we're looking at some tangible, honestly, mind-bending breakthroughs where science fiction is rapidly becoming science fact. So let's start with a simple question that sounds like it's straight out of a sci-fi novel. Can something as common as ice actually generate power? The answer, believe it or not, is yes. Scientists have proven that ice is flexoelectric. What that means is it generates an electrical charge when you bend it. This is a massive breakthrough that reframes ice as this kind of hidden energy source and could lead to entirely new ways of harvesting energy in cold climates. Over in medicine, a new AI model is making a huge leap toward personalized cancer care. By building the largest kidney cancer dataset ever and then applying a new AI model to it, researchers can now identify new subtypes of the disease and actually predict which therapies will work for specific patients. It's incredible.
And if we look at consumer tech, Samsung is about to unveil its vision for the future of personal computing. They've got 3 major product launches coming on September 29th, a tri-fold phone, AI-powered smart glasses, and a new mixed reality headset to take on Apple and Meta. It's going to be a big one. And finally, a breakthrough in drug discovery has achieved a massive 73 times speed boost. This is really a glimpse into the future of pharmaceuticals. By combining quantum computing simulations with AI and Nvidia's superchips, researchers can just turbocharge medical research. It's creating much faster pathways to discovering new life-saving drugs.
That's it for today's Exponential News. To dive deeper and see how we're building in public, visit exponentialtom.com and join our community.